radio show where I pull cards and play all the bangers on Station Head in the description. Hey babes, and welcome back to Jazz's Angel Number Tarot. It is a different vibe over here because today we're tapping into the sign of Taurus for your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placements. Wherever you have the Taurian placement in your chart, you can apply this too. Before you get started, check me out on Etsy in the description below for your protection. That's the only place, the only way you can get a private reading from me. Like this video, please. Subscribe to my channel. Also check out my free radio show. It is also in the description. Just by adding me on there, you are automatically entered any giveaways I do. I pull cards for every zodiac sign. We listen to music on there. It's super fun. And other than that, let's see what's going on with Taurus. Taurus. Because you got desires. I know. Yeah, there's something that's coming to a head, and it's coming to a head internally. There is something that you want, and it's honestly, it's building up. Like, you're starting to really feel the pressure from it. You can't ignore that you want this thing anymore. So you're really in an action-oriented energy about this. Like, okay, what are we going to do about this? Because I'm not going to sit here wanting this forever. So what am I going to do? And you don't have to be miserable just because you don't have it, no matter what it is. Whether it's a romantic relationship, your perfect dream life, money, that doesn't, mean you have to, you're indebted to be miserable just because you don't have everything you want. But also don't sit in this energy knowing there's something you're wanting, and not giving it a chance. All right, so first we have inner desires. This one says, set some intentions. You're entering a phase of plenty, or you may have a sudden windfall. Goals are within your grasp. So yeah, tapping into this energy, this is the perfect time to just go for it, Taurus, because whatever it is you're wanting, there is very lucky energy around you, and you really have a high level of odds saying that you're going to get it. We have facing your fears. Look for ways to strengthen your connection to the universe and others. Stay peaceful and calm in the knowing of who you are. So don't lose yourself in this energy. Don't start to act out of character because you're frustrated because you've allowed this to build and build and build on top of you. Slowly but surely release this, or start to take steps towards it. If there's someone you're feeling in the workplace, start to flirt with them. I'm getting this energy, this dynamic of someone where it's like, this person thinks you're pleasant, this person thinks you're cool, but they don't think very much more than that because you haven't given them very much more than that in a romantic sense. You've set the expectation that this is a coworker type of relationship, or this is just something that's casual. So they're basically kind of riding that wave, but it's like every step counts. Go deeper into this now. Face your fears. Start to get into those uncomfortable waters that bring the progress that you're looking for. There is an advantage in taking things slowly. Breathe deeply and fully as you consider your options, is what it says at the bottom of this one. So the universe is saying, listen, you can walk away, or you can move forward. It's up to you, but you've got to almost pick something at this point because it's frustrating you, and it's causing like negative energy to build up around you because you're sitting in this energy of not choosing anything. I'm almost getting this energy of you don't want to put the nail in the coffin and walk away, but you also don't want to go all in. And the universe is saying, like, listen, you don't have to go all in and lay all your cards on the table. You don't want to scare someone, but let's start to move forward. We got look beyond the surface. Avoid becoming distracted by surface issues. Focus on the underlying motivation, cause, or beauty in a situation. Seek ways to bring depth into your world. So just like there's a negative, there is a positive here. We got adrift in shallow water. Choose to think in those positive energies. Instead, take a few deep breaths and reconnect to your inner peace. Notice the small things and appreciate them. And then we have love where you are. Just because you don't have what you want doesn't mean, you deserve to be miserable. Just because you're not Just because you're saving for a vacation doesn't mean you don't deserve a nice meal out, you know? Spend that little $10, Taurus. Well, okay, a nice meal out probably would be more than $10, but you know what I mean. Let go of that coin. Life is very cyclical. You do have to give in order to receive, so you have to be willing to give up money. You can't be like Mr. Krabs hanging on to, you know, your last, thinking you'll never get anything back. Like, babes, you will. Mr. Crab owns a business. Of course you're going to get your money back. There's no reason for you to be frugal. Use your sensitivity to know when to act. Ooh, so connect to your intuition at this time. It says connect your heart to your head when determining what you would like. So use your intuition to guide you. If you sense that this is a good opportunity to be a little flirty with my person, this is something I can make fun of them for, you know, this is a good opportunity to go for this. So this feels like a good time. I don't feel super weighed down today. I should use this, you know, time to do XYZ. Honor those feelings, honor those thoughts, Taurus. See what else we get. What are the other messages for Taurus? What does Taurus need to know? Oh. Yeah, there's some energy. There's a... Ooh. Okay. So we have the Tower in reverse. By waiting, by sitting here and putting this off, sure, you're not getting hurt, but you're also not helping. Like you're also not moving and growing towards success. By sitting here frozen in time, some of you guys are honestly stuck between two decisions and you almost refuse to make a decision, and it's like, may the best person win, but you still have to put energy towards the situation. You know, both situations, like you still have to make that investment of self. You can't sit back and wait for two different people or opportunities to please you, present themselves to you, you know, see them through and then decide once you've seen enough, like which one you want to go with. But you still have to invest, you know, to some degree, and either or. King of Cups, wow, someone emotionally intelligent. They're both divine masculine energy. King of Pentacles has a lot to offer you. Stability, very much so in their masculine energy. Traditional, safe, warm. King of Cups, emotionally safe, emotionally intelligent, thoughtful, abundant. As above, so below, so within, so without. If you are abundant, if you are love within, love will express itself through, you know, materials and things and people and resources outside of you. So both of them are financially abundant. Ah, what do? You don't know what you want to do. Like your head and your heart are definitely battling here, Taurus. It's like, do I want to go for someone who's able to provide me financial stability? Or do I want to go for someone who's able to provide me romance? The universe is saying you don't have to choose. You can get the best of both worlds. And honestly, the King of Cups and the King of Pentacles are just each other flipped out. That's it. They're the same. They're just flipped out, you know. So you don't have to choose. The universe is going to bless you regardless. I would say go for love, for sure. If you live a life of love, if you are love, it's going to reflect outside of you, period. So, you know, and a lot of people are so focused on this, like, get the bag mentality that they don't end up getting the bag at all because they're not in the vibration to get it. They're always chasing after something, yearning after something, thirsty for a piece of bread, thirsty for an opportunity, thirsty for, you know, this and this and that, to the point where they start stepping over other people to try to get what they want, and they get more nothing, and then they get karma. So once they do get something and they finally feel like they're getting somewhere, that gets snatched away from them. Like, and it's a hard lesson to learn. It doesn't work. It doesn't work anymore. It doesn't. Anyways, we got the Six of Swords in reverse and the Seven of Swords. You're kind of like stepping on your own toes. This is definitely an energy of kind of screwing yourself out of, like, you know, you miss all the shots you don't take. What's guaranteed right now is that you're not going to get anything if you don't put in any of your energy towards it. So we have the Knight of Wands in reverse. There is a decision to be made, Taurus. What do you want to go for? Do you want to go for someone who's emotionally stable, or someone who's financially stable? Or if this is a job for you, do you want to go for a job that's guaranteed to offer you stability, or do you want to do something you genuinely love to do? You know? I genuinely love tarot. If I didn't love tarot, there is no way that I would be reading for strangers on the internet, because people have their opinions, and it can get very emotionally overwhelming. A lot of people will lean onto your energy. A lot of people will feed off of your energy as well. If I didn't love to do it, I wouldn't be on here reading for people or doing private readings especially. I've had people come and go, get inspired by me, and, you know, ask me, how can I start? What do I do? 3 months later, they're not reading anymore. Why? It's not their passion. It's not their way. They saw it as, ooh, this could bring me abundance too. And turns out it brought them absolutely nothing. Wheel of Fortune in reverse at the bottom of the deck. The underlying energy is you're going to lose if you don't go for what's truly speaking to you intuitively, what's speaking to your heart. And I feel like this is a little bit of a tricky spread, because even though you have the option, that isn't always necessarily a good thing. You know, a lot of times the universe will throw options in front of you to see if you've truly learned a lesson. So if you've already learned that going for someone who's just able to check a certain box isn't what you need, and you still go for it in the future, you're gonna get, you know, things are gonna move accordingly, unfold accordingly. But I say all that to say, like, choose the path that resonates with your heart. That's what I'm gonna say, because the more I get into the spread, the more it kind of feels like a trick, damn near. We got the Page of Cups and the Page of Pentacles. What the heck is with these energies like this? Like, we had the King of Cups and the King of Pentacles. Now we have the Page of Cups and the Page of Pentacles. It's almost like a placement test. The universe is like, where do I place you as well? There's a lot of layers to this energy, a lot of layers to what's happening in your life right now, Taurus, but I'm definitely telling you the universe is testing you a little bit here. Are you ready for that higher timeline? And it's crazy because it's like the King of Pentacles and the King of Cups is on your higher timeline, but at the same time, if you choose only and celebrate and go for only one part of it, you're going to end up on this lower timeline with the Page of Cups, Page of Pentacles, going through lessons you've already kind of been through. And it's like, you can have them both if you surrender to the right one. You get what I mean? There's nothing wrong with wanting financial stability, nothing wrong with wanting the best of yourself, wanting stability. But I feel like I'm speaking to an ascended group of Taurians that have just learned past the 3D attachments and the material attachments to the point where you don't have to chase them though. You will get them, yes. And there's nothing wrong with having them, but the way that it comes to you is not in a way where you have to fiend for it and go get it. Like, you know, you're past that. Okay, I'm using the My Sweet Love Life deck by King of Aloha here on YouTube. Check him out. He has the best decks and he sells them. I love his decks. I would recommend his decks before I would recommend any deck you could find like on Amazon or something, because it's just tea. It's just pure gas. His decks are gas. But yeah, using his deck today. He sent me. Check out his channel though. He does a lot of like the readings where it's like, okay, you want to get into it? We gonna get into it. Let's see what's going on romantically for Taurus. All right. Yeah. It's up to you, Taurus. It's up to you. We have divorce and forgiveness. And then we have closure and self-focus. So it's like, you know, do you want to put an end to this? Do you want to forgive someone? New beginning and surface level. Oof. It just feels like you could easily get swindled back into the old path. But if that's where you want to be and that's where you truly consider your happiness to be, who am I to tell you not to surrender to it? I guess I'll just say, look at the situation with a clear head and say, am I projecting what I want onto this person? You know, or am I seeing what I want in this person. You can't bank on potential no more, Taurus. You've already learned that. Divorce, end of a long-term connection, forgiveness, releasing resentment. So you can also separate from someone and forgive them too. You know, forgiveness doesn't automatically mean that we're getting back together, child. Self-focus, focusing on self-closure, accepting transitions. So yeah, with the self-focus, I feel like you guys have been in that space for a while now. And it's like, okay, are you going to surrender back to that cycle? Or are you truly going to go for, you know, the higher timeline? New beginnings and surface level. Surface level, superficial connection, new beginnings, a fresh start in love. Yeah, you can't go for the surface level connection anymore. And it's so hard to say because it's like, get the bag mentality is so laced in our culture now that it's like people will really like scrutinize you if you don't agree with it. But it's like the way they go about it is so wrong, because energetically, which we've finally been awakened to, like energy and how important it is and how much of an effect it can have on life and your situation. Like energetically chasing after, especially money, like look at the dollar bill. Do you know there's layers to it. There's layers to it. Like if you look at the dollar bill, all of those signs and symbols that you're chasing after, you're putting energy towards, do you even know what you're putting energy in? And I'm not even gonna get into it because I'm gonna sound like let me get my tin hat. I'm gonna sound like a conspiracy theorist, and I'm not even trying to go there. But if you're really tapped in, then that's the last thing you wanna do. Whether you're chasing that stability in a person, or you're just chasing stability, like just go about it the wrong way, child. Tapping into your heart is always going to bring you what you're looking for, and that's just on period. But I don't feel like arguing with folks on today. We have listen, determination, and recharge. Recharge, there is nothing like a walk on the beach to soothe your soul. Yeah, Taurus, tap into some water, ground yourself. Let your feet touch the sand. Determination, don't be afraid of the rising tide, it will soon recede. So the universe is saying this too shall pass, like it's going to be okay. I'm supporting you, I'm with you here, you're supported. And whatever you choose to do, like you guys, I think you'll make the right decision. Some of you just won't, and that's just what it is. That's just where you are in this journey. I guess there's no right or wrong decision, because every decision is going to teach you something or bring you something. So there's always a benefit here. Listen, the secrets of the sea become apparent when we listen to the sound within the shells, is what it says. So listen to your intuition, listen to the signs and signals that the universe is sending you. Pay attention to your dreams, pay attention to synchronicities. And that's what I have for you, Taurus. Check me out on Etsy in the description if you'd like your own private tarot reading. Like this video, please. Subscribe to my channel. Check out my free radio show, also in the description. I love you, Taurus. Be careful what you wish for, and I will see you in the next one. Tune into my radio show where I pull cards and play all the bangers on Station Head in the description.